Welcome back, familiar, to Northside LDN. Houston, we have a problem. Man City absolutely destroy Liverpool with ease. Douku cooking, bro. What a performance. What a performance by Douku. Absolutely cooking Connor Bradley. And even when Gravenberch is trying to double up on him, still cooking the both of them. Putting the ball through Gravenberch's legs, bro. Light work. The whole game, Douku had Connor Bradley on strings, bro. Making him make fouls, give away free kicks. Liverpool looking all over the place. Absolutely rattled. And it was all City. From the first minute, it was all City. Even from the first minute, you see the foul on Douku by the goalkeeper. He catches him with his studs. Then with the knee, Douku goes down, penalty. Haaland steps up. You're thinking, yo, Haaland's going to score. Shot saved. But did Liverpool make that count? Did they make it so they can get back into the game? Nope. Light work. Matheus Nunes. The ball goes up to Matheus Nunes. Takes a touch, whips in the cross. And Haaland smacks it off his head. Rebounds off of Konate. Goes into the goal. 1-0. Light work. Light work. The way that Man City dismantled these guys. Defensively, they had no space. They couldn't spring any counter-attack. They were just bullying these guys. And Douku today ran the show. Douku ran the show. The way he was duppying Connor Bradley was embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing, bro. And Liverpool didn't learn. Liverpool did not learn. Then you see the second goal. Nico, nobody closing him down. Nobody trying to block the shot. Nico with a shot, rebounds off of Van Dijk. He doesn't even move his leg, and it goes into the goal. Light work. Going into halftime, 2-0 up. City were just bossing these guys. Bossing them. Even the way they were playing out of tight spaces. Foden with little flicks. Bernardo little flicks. Nico covering at the back. Cherki as well, getting involved into counter-attacks. Douku at the pivot of every counter-attack. This was light work domination. Liverpool, tá complicado. Absolutely cooked today. 3-0. And then the third goal, after Doku's taking lives, taking souls, bro. Taking souls. Connor Bradley, hold your head in shame. After that performance that you put in against Real Madrid, this is the performance you do against Douku. He had his number every time. He couldn't live with Douku cutting in, bro. Couldn't live with him. And even for the penalty, Connor Bradley and Konate playing bing bong. I don't know the ping pong. That was just some ping pong defending, bro, in the box. That even got Douku through on goal to even give the penalty. You're lucky you didn't even concede that one. You man should have held 4 or 5. Let's be real. O'Reilly had opportunities to score. Do you know what I'm saying? There could have been more. You could have suffered more. You could have lost this game 5-0. Embarrassing. City, not only the goals, but the performance, the counter-attacks, the way that they were cooking them, the defending. Bro, City looked like this is worrying times if you're an Arsenal fan, as myself. This is worrying time. I've been saying that City have caught form. The way that they dismantled against Dortmund. I said, yo, this ain't looking good. This ain't looking good. They're hitting form again. After they beat, what was it, Swansea in the cup, they've gone on to 3 games. Now they won this game. They're just winning. It's not only the wins, it's the performance today. Haaland, man, this guy, he's undeniable, bro. The penalty doesn't faze him. Give him another chance, header, boom. And that wasn't an easy header to make because the ball got deflected off Konate. But bro, the way he just cushioned it into the back of the net, cold. Nico taking his chance. Douku taking souls. Bernardo and Foden just running that whole midfield. Playing through the Liverpool press. With ease. This was easy. This was light work. Playing through their press, bro. Liverpool didn't do anything today. Nico Riley showed Salah what time it was today. Nico Riley showed him what time it was. He went down one time. It looked like maybe it was a hamstring or what. Luckily for him, he wasn't injured and he stayed on. And that Salah versus Nico Riley, bro, Salah was getting put in the bin. He was getting muscled off the ball. No space in behind. Salah only had a chance at the end. And what did he do? Through on goal, hits it wide. Why? Because Nico Riley was bullying him the whole game. Mateus Nunes kept Wirtz quiet, bro. Didn't even know Wirtz was on the pitch. Let's be real. Didn't even know Wirtz was on the pitch. Didn't even know. Diaz today did a really good last-ditch tackle as well when Liverpool were through. Almost through on goal. But look at Liverpool. Slobberslide, ineffective. Ineffective. Wirtz getting pocketed by Mateus Nunes. Salah doing absolutely nothing. Without spacing behind, the guy's doing nothing, bro. Nothing. They nullified the space in the midfield. They nullified the space in behind. He was doing nothing. Ekitike, he might as well have been on holiday today. Might as well have been on holiday, bro. Because you definitely weren't on the pitch. Do you know what I'm saying? Most like Ekitike, Slobberslide, they definitely didn't check. They didn't come into work today. Do you know what I'm saying? When they're doing the register, Salah, not here. Ekitike, not here. Wirtz, not here. Slobberslide, not here. Even McAllister, bro. McAllister and Gravenberch getting caught. What were they doing? Bro. Kanate back to bimbo settings. Van Dijk. Yes, you had the header that was disallowed. Because I think it was, what was it? Was it Kirkes or somebody that was offside? Obstructing the view of the goalkeeper. To be fair, I don't think, if he wasn't offside, I don't think the goalkeeper would have got to that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. The law is the law. But oh my days, Robertson, you're really showing your age today. You're really showing your age today. Do you know what I mean? It was absolutely diabolical from Liverpool. These guys couldn't spring a counter-attack. These guys couldn't defend. These guys couldn't break down Man City. It was comfortable. The way they were just bopping the ball around. Foden, just little things to keep the ball, to keep the game going, keep possession. When Liverpool were pressing Man City, the way they got out of the press with ease, bopping the ball around 1-2. This was light work. Complete domination by Man City, bro. Complete domination by Man City. And for me, even when Savio Mamouche came on, Savio there, didn't do too much, but they didn't have to. The game was done. Liverpool deflated. Nothing from that midfield, nothing from the wide areas. Absolutely nothing. Every time Man City tried to go wide, they got locked off. Their wingers got locked off. And Slot's just there. I don't know what he's doing, bro. I don't know what he's doing. Gakpo had a half a chance to score. Doesn't score it. The switches never really did much. Curtis Jones coming off the bench. What did he really do? Nothing. This was honestly, Douku. That is a difference of a winger that is direct, that takes on the fullback, that actually causes panic, drags defenders out of position. He was even getting O'Reilly into the attack. The guy was absolutely cooking, and opening up, single-handedly opening up that Liverpool defense with ease, bro. With ease. It wasn't even a competition. Liverpool had absolutely no answers. They looked stunned. And I said coming into this game, both teams are in form. We're going to see which team is really going to capitalize and take advantage and actually push on. As an Arsenal fan, I wanted to see a draw, obviously. But now you look at the table and you're like, bro, one weekend and all of a sudden, Man City are 4 points behind Arsenal. This is alarming, because if there's a team that knows how to go on a run, that has players that have won things, has a manager that knows how to win things, know how to handle pressure moments, know how to handle the season, know when to turn it on, know how to turn up in the business end, it's Man City. And after all of this chat from my fan base, this is why I remained humble. Stay humble, because of this. After all of that, they're only 4 points behind. 2 game swing, all of a sudden Man City are top. Fine margins, guys. Fine margin. This is why I don't get overexcited. This is why I don't start running up my mouth. I just say, Arsenal, keep doing what you need to do. And this is why I was annoyed about Arsenal drawing against Sunderland. But today it's not about Arsenal. We're going to get onto that in another video. So make sure you're liking and subscribing, because we will be getting into that. Because Houston, we have a problem if you're an Arsenal fan right now, because this is alarming. This is alarming. I can't even lie. And I said, listen, I got my prediction wrong. I'm man enough to say when I'm wrong. I thought Liverpool would win the league. How wrong have I been? But I did say that Man City they were doing a little string of games where they're winning, and then they lost the game. And I said, yo, they quietly go about their business. This This is how Man City do. They always go about their business quietly. The Blue Sharks. And today, the shark got his prey. Because my days, that performance from Liverpool had none of the qualities that we saw when Liverpool played Real Madrid. They had creativity from their fullbacks. They had the wingers getting in behind. They had Slobosai creating opportunities, taking long shots. Do you know what I'm saying? Strikers getting involved. Today, nothing. They did nothing. They had a bunch of half chances. Mo Salah had a chance. Obviously, Van Dijk's chance was ruled off because of the offside. They offered nothing. They were completely dominated today. Completely. There was no plan of how to break down Man City. Man City made this Liverpool team that have been at the start of the season, even when people were saying they weren't convincing, they nullified that attack. When Arsenal say that we nullified Liverpool's attack when we lost 1-0 because we just played defensive and played 3 DMs in the midfield. No. Man City nullified Liverpool's attack today and still won 3-0. And this is why I didn't praise that performance from Arsenal in terms of we nullified Liverpool. Because Man City showed today that you can nullify Liverpool and still put them to the sword. These men absolutely cook them. Man City's press, the way they counter-attacked, the way they were cooking them on the wings, they nullified their fullbacks so they couldn't overlap the wingers. They nullified the wingers. It was light work. Matheus Nunes today, easy, breeze, absolute breeze in the park. Diaz as well, just sweeping up. Anything that gets in behind, just sweeping up, nice and easy. Nice and easy. Nico Riley, bro. Top performance by Nico Riley, bro. Absolutely boss Salah. And this is a Liverpool team. They didn't even play Reinders today. They are Reinders today. Do you know what I'm saying? They still got players coming off the bench. They still got Marmoushas coming off the bench. They still got Savio coming off the bench. Douku today, this is the best performance I've ever seen from Douku. Single-handedly cooked this team, bro. Single-handedly. That drop of the shoulder, just direct. I said this at the start of the season. Douku has improved this season. And I'm not saying he's a complete player, but he's improved this season. And I wanted to see if it's going to continue. Bro, the guy knows when to drop a shoulder. Is way more direct. Isn't running into no man's land, which was a critique of Douku before. Running into no man's land. Running into nothing. Going into nowhere. Now, he's direct. Knows how to cook the fullback. Knows how to cook even when he gets doubled up on. You know when people tell me, Saka, oh, we got doubled up on. Well, guess what? Flipping Douku got doubled up on today. That didn't stop him affecting the game. And he would have got man of the match regardless of the goal because he was the one that was creating space, taking on the attacker and laying it off for all the other players in the box. He was pivotal to everything that Man City were doing today. He was leading the press. What a performance from Douku. Listen, it's all good clowning players when they have bad performance. I'm sorry. Douku, what a performance, bro. Well-deserved man of the match. What a performance, bro. What a performance. Haaland does what Haaland does. You give him 1-2 chances, he's getting more time. He's going to take at least one of them. At least one of them goes in. This is why he's arguably the most clinical striker in world football. It just goes. It just is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Should have scored the penalty, but it is what it is. Cherky, I didn't think was amazing, but he was decent. Keeping the ball, waiting to see runs, popping it off. The same with Bernardo. The same with Foden. Both of them really good on the counter. Just bopping it quick. Quick counterattacks. Quick transitions. Honestly, man. Yeah, I'm saying even Nico, as much as people keep saying, oh yeah, but he's no Rodri. Excellent performance from Nico today, man. Great clearances. Shielding the back line. Didn't allow... Honestly, Man City today were absolutely excellent. And I, as an Arsenal fan, I am worried. I'm really, really worried because I've seen this before with City. Things start ticking. They're getting right now, they got Foden in form. They got Bernardo now playing well again. Do you know what I'm saying? Nico looks like he's up in his game. They got Cherky there. That's a baller. Haaland, always a gun machine. Doku's much improved this season. Nico Riley's much improved this season. Do you know what I'm saying? It's looking... Matheus Nunes looking comfortable on the right back position. Bro, it's looking worrying. Then they've got other players coming off the bench. And this is the thing. Mamouche might not be effective now, but he may be effective later down the season. We've seen this before with Gundogan. They've used Gundogan like that before. They've had Foden do that before. They've had Aguero do that before. Certain players where they start coming to life even more at the latter stages of the season. This is worrying. This is weird, really, really worrying. And for me, boy, they got Oscar Bob there. Do you know what I'm saying? They got Reinders there, bro. They still got a lot of players to hit their level. Do you know what I mean? New signings that they've brought in, other players that are still adapting to the team, and yet they're putting in performances like this. This is a problem. This is a really, really big problem if you're an Arsenal fan. Really big problem, bro. They absolutely slapped up Bournemouth. Yeah. Not only did they get the win, the performance was there. They absolutely cooked in that game. And now they cooked against Dortmund as well in that game, where Foden turned up as well with a brace. And now they cooked again today. Do you know what I'm saying? Bournemouth, they won 3-1. Dortmund, they won 4-1. Today, they won 3-0. Bro, it's looking scary. I'm not going to lie. I'll call them scary because you know why? When they're on it, they actually end the season with a major honor. We need an emergency stream. We need an ambulance stream. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, this is looking, we need a fire alarm. Someone ring the fire alarm because this is looking bad, bro. This is looking bad if you're an Arsenal fan. Man City today, deserved. Liverpool, it's done out here for you guys. It's done out here. You had a little good run. You know, you beat Real Madrid. Yeah. But then you come back to yeah. You guys reverting back to the same old. It is what it is, man. Listen, big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Put your comments down below of what you think about the game. And for me, yeah, Arsenal, if we don't fix up after that performance against Sunderland, we defend like that 45 minutes that we did, yeah, we ain't winning no league title. And this is why I'm so harsh with my club, because this is the standards and this is how quickly things can change. And all of a sudden, 4 points now. 4 points. Ain't no Bournemouth now in the top 3. Ain't no Sunderland now in the top 3. I told you, don't get too excited. Don't get too giddy. It's very early in the season. Now you understand why I said don't get too excited. Stay focused at the task at hand. Keep picking up our points and doing what we need to do. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. And I'm out, man. I'm out. The Blue Sharks are back.